Hello! How are we doing today? This is my first YouTube video, so just a little intro about me. I'm Jessica. Not very interesting, but we're gonna do special effects today. And yeah, there's really not much to intro about it, so let's get started. Okay, just a little prep before we start. Make sure your skin's like clean. I mean, you don't have to do this on your face. You can do it wherever. I'm just doing it on my face because it's easier. And yeah. First, we gotta pull this out of the way. Yep. Okay, so latex. It's great. Bought it from Walmart actually. And ooh, cotton. That's all you really need besides makeup. Okay, so really quick, just kind of mapped out where I'm gonna put this. It's probably gonna change, but that's okay. That's the beautiful thing about doing stuff like this. You can change it however many times you want to. If it ends up bigger, that's fine, because we're going to paint the inside black anyway. If it ends up smaller, that's totally fine, because the latex and cotton will cover it up, so it's not going to make much of a difference. Okay, so we're going to start this by laying down a layer of latex first on one side, and then we're going to lay some cotton and start the other side. You don't want to work too huge sections with this because it does dry rather fast in thin layers. So you want to start small, and you only want to do one side at a time just to make it easier when you start building more. Just a little overview, I guess, of what we're doing here. We're just unrolling cotton balls and like picking it apart to lay down for like to build up the skin around our wound. Just like when you start to cover it with the latex, make sure that it's saturated, but not too much. Just enough that it sticks, I guess. Okay, so we've got half of it on. And one thing that you have to make sure you do before you start the other side and before it dries is to peel up the inside edge. Build the outside of that wound. Gotta peel that edge away from the skin. Create like a pocket between the cotton and your skin. Like so. Just like a pocket for color. Just like a pocket. If you get gaps like that right there, it's fine because it adds more to the look of like ripped flesh. And yeah, you don't want to pull it like all the way off. You want to have some still attached to your skin on the back here, but on the inside edge you want to have like a pocket for color and depth and like all that good jazz. You'll see later. So now that we have this side of our injury done, it's time to build the other side. So you'll repeat the same process, but instead of opening this side, you'll open this side, like the inside, to create like, I don't know how to like word it, but like create space for color and blood if you so choose, and adds the like look of ripped skin, like an open wound. Okay, so now we've got the other side of our wound, and we've done the exact same thing on this side that we did to the first side, and now we just have to wait for it to dry before we can start adding color.
Oh, so my idea.
Okay, so we're almost dry. This is what it looks like when it's completely dry. This part right here is still a little wet, so we're still waiting on that. But once it's dry, we can set it with translucent powder, or if you don't have translucent powder, you can use a brownish eyeshadow to cancel out the yellow tones when you put foundation over it. Okay, so it dried the rest of the way, and I set it with a translucent powder or a white powder, and it's not glossy now like it was before. And then, because my skin doesn't know what color it is, I'm mixing 2 foundations to make a shade to cover this and my face, and probably some of my neck. Not real sure yet, but I'm gonna mix together 2 different foundations and cover it, and then I'll be back. Now that we've covered everything except for the inside of our injury here. Sorry, my sister's being annoying. As I was saying, now that we've covered everything except for the inside of our injury, gonna stay calm.
Sorry.
And not punch her in the eye. Anyway, now that we've covered everything except for the inside of our wound, we're gonna set the rest of our face, but the wound itself. Because if you set it now, the color won't adhere to it right when you go to put bruising on it. And yeah. Also, ignore the stuff that's already all over my hand. No big deal, right? So I've just gone ahead and painted in the inside of our wound with black cream paint. And it doesn't necessarily have to be cream paint, but that's what I use, and that's what I find works best. Any paint really will work. I don't recommend using acrylic paint on your skin though. Well, mostly because it's not meant for your skin, but it works if you have to. So I'm just going to start building basic bruising, starting with a little bit of yellow and stippling that in the broadest area that the bruising will be, because it's not necessarily a fresh wound, and when the bruising starts to kind of heal more, it turns yellow. and green. So we're starting with that first. And then I'm going to add some greens, a little bit of blue, and then break it up with purple and red. But I'll come back before that just to show you where I'm at. So, yeah. Okay, so it looks a little splotchy right now, but that's because I just stippled it on with a small eyeshadow brush. And now I'm just gonna like blend it together to make it look less like clumpy, I guess. Make it look more blended out and easier to blend in our other colors when we get to them. Okay, so all over my arm and my hand, but that's okay. We've got some blue and some purple in here now. Just gonna blend a little more because it is still very splotchy right now. But we're gonna blend it. Don't blend it too much on the latex itself because it will come off. So try and focus on blending on your skin mostly. But you do still need to blend on the latex as well. Okay, so we've blended out most of it, and it's now time to make it look kind of messy. Add some red with paint, and then we're gonna stitch some, maybe. Add some like stitches going crossways on it. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, this is where we're at right now. Be back in a bit. So we're blended and look a little bloody now. Time for stitching. So we've got our string and a needle, and we're just going to thread it around through little holes or creating holes and stitching it up. Doesn't matter how you stitch it. Doesn't matter if it looks good. Doesn't have to. Yeah. I'll be back. I'm gonna go do this real quick and then we'll be done. And we're done. I can take this off now. Okay guys, so that is it for this look. And that is it for this video. It's not super long, but I'll try to do more videos. Definitely gonna try to do more videos like this, but I will try to do other stuff too, like challenges and vlogs and stuff. I don't know. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Yeah. That's all I have. see you next time.